What's up until next week podcast? Quick little note from Samuel before we start this episode. I may have forgotten to click the record button, so I apologize for some of the audio quality coming up, but we do have a special guest on the podcast who saved the day by recording audio on his end, so let's get into it. Welcome back to episode 161 of the Until Next Week podcast. Yes, it is me, myself, and I, because Dane is stuck in a snowstorm. But wait.
Let's just say you'll have to wait until next week to hear Dane's voice again.
Yes. While Dane is stuck in a snowstorm, Joshua flew in from Michigan via a Google Meetup. So yes, he is first virtual podcast we've ever done together on the Until Next Week podcast.
There we go.
And it'll be an interesting one for you. So hope you stick around and let's get into it.
I'm so excited.
I just want to say I appreciate your one-liner right after I do my intro, kind of like Dane always does.
It just felt right, Samuel, you know?
It really did. Oh, wait, this just in. We do have an intro voice memo from Dane and maybe Lindsey too. So
should we roll the music for this one?
We'll just play it and see what happens.
All right.
Yep.
What's up, podcast world? We are back. Samuel is alone. He's sad. In fact, he sent me a video of him crying earlier, and you can't make this up. But here's what's happening. Number one, I'm trapped in Nebraska
with me, Lindsey Reed.
Here's the thing: Nebraska is a desolate wasteland, and there's nothing here but pain and struggle and cold.
It is really cold.
Shepard told me that. So I'm up here because it's Shepard Joseph Reed's birthday.
His middle name's Thomas.
Shepard's birthday. And so I did not pick that the Shepard's birthday would be on January 25th. I also did not pick that there'd be a once in a decade snowstorm while I'm up here, trapping me in Nebraska. For some reason, Samuel thinks this is my fault. It's not.
Well, Nebraska's not even getting any of the snow. It's all south of us. So we're lucky, but everything in Missouri, which Dane would be traveling back to, is going to be.
My entire drive is going to be
snow. Yeah. But I'm trying to tell him that he shouldn't leave. He should stay.
Listen, somebody has to tell the kids to stop sinning. So
church is going to get canceled.
So we're doing an updates of the week segment via voice memos that Samuel's going to play. And so this is the updates of the week part.
I think this might cut us off at some point.
Is it like 2 minutes?
I don't know.
Okay.
We'll just send it. And
we'll send this one and we're going to send the updates of the week right after this.
Okay. So first of all, I think before we get into our updates, I think I just want to go straight into my grinds my gears.
All right.
And
what grinds your gears?
What grinds my gears is that Dane and I were supposed to record last Monday, and he originally we were looking. I'm like, hey, look at your entire week. When is the best day to record? And he was like, hey, here's my schedule. Every day was blocked off except for basically Monday night. And I was like, want to do it Monday? He's like, sure, let's do it. We set a time, and then the day of Monday, he was like, wait, college football playoffs are going on. How about Sunday? And I don't think he even looked at the weather or anything else. And then I guess at this point we're recording on Saturday, and I think it was Friday that he was like, "Hey, I don't think this is going to work." Actually, he'd even text me. I had to text him like, "Are you going to be back?" And he's like, "I might be stuck." I'm like, "When are you going to tell me that?" So what grinds my gears is that poor communication. Yeah, and then that Dane apparently cares about his nephew more than this podcast community. So
how dare he? This podcast community is like, I mean, he pours his life out for that. That was even one of his 2026 things. He's like, well, I want to make the podcast better. I want to be better at content creation. I want to be better at showing up on time. Yeah. Well, Dane, you're going to have to wait until 2027 because...
Or at least until next week.
Or so, at least, you messed that one up. So
one or the other. So some may say that it's his fault and they would be correct. So, yes. Before, again, we get into some updates, do you want to share what grinds your gears so we don't keep this madness flowing?
Yeah, I've got something that grinds my gears a little bit. So a month ago, I know it's a little outdated. I promise, it's indated. Last month, my car had a little issue. I took it to a place. All it needed was a tire and probably another thing. Yep. I'm not a car guy. I don't know the words, but I brought it in.
From the Detroit area. How are you not a car guy?
Yeah, because you see, I'm a film guy. We separate Detroit into two. It's either you're a creative or you're a car person. So
okay. So the Eminem side and then your side.
Exactly.
Well, not really.
It's
He's
the Eminem side and the car side, and I'm somewhere in between. Okay. After Christmas, actually, December 26th, driving back from Grand Rapids to Detroit, and I get a flat tire. Oh no! Well, luckily I installed the donut tire, make it the rest of the way, get to a tire shop. They have a used one that matches my other. It's all perfect. Mm-hmm. We'll put it on for you. It'll be done by tonight for like $65. Great.
Yep.
Great. Do that. Thank you. His name was Wex. Thank you, Wex. Wex gives me a call a little bit later. Hey, we need to do like $850 worth of repairs on your car. I was like, nope. And he was like, okay, I really recommend that you do this. I said, nope. And then I've got a car friend because, Detroit. Yep. I've got Eminem friends and I've got car friends, and again I'm in between. So went to a car friend. They were like, "Yeah, you do got to do that, but I'll do it for half the price." Great.
There you go.
It took a month to get done, but it got done. Mm-hmm. Fast forward, all it needs is a little alignment, because I guess you need to be smart to do that. Like super smart. Like there's the Eminem people, the car people, and then the alignment people.
The alignment was $850.
No. So there was, I don't know the words, but there was something wrong with something in the front end of my car.
I think is that what they told you when they said it was $850? They're like, there's something wrong with the something in the front of your car.
They gave me a very clear list.
Now.
Yeah. That's what they said. Hey, all these problems will go away for $850. I said, not buying it. I went to Tire Bell, and the guy at Tire Bell was super nice, but then he was like, so we can't do the alignment without this $350 part.
Yeah.
So I ended up spending about $800 on this repair anyway, and I don't even know if it worked. So that grinds my gears.
I like how you had it car related for the grind your gears. One of the very few grind your gears that's actually gear related.
Gear. Yeah. Well, yeah. So I figured it would be appropriate. I finally have my car back, made it to Grand Rapids. It's a little bit shaky sometimes, and I don't know why, but
yeah,
I think maybe having a 30-year-old car is going to be something that I need to get rid of soon.
I think we're in the same sphere there, just with my 23-year-old car as well.
Okay.
Especially because, again, I am in the cold of Missouri. I'm sure it's probably really cold up where you are as well.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I would say, the 6-7 inches of snow on the ground is like, it's pretty cold.
And this has been Joshua Schmitz's time on the Until Next Week podcast. I'll finish it off by myself, because I would never make a 6-7 joke ever. Never. All.
I just realized I made a 6-7 joke.
Oh, wow. Crazy stuff. But yeah, whenever I try to start it up in the cold, it doesn't sound good. It's a nice, slow, like, will it start? Will it make it? And so far it has, but it is supposed to get colder. So you'll have to wait until next week to see if my car breaks down.
Yeah. All right. I'll be listening. I'll tune in.
Yep. Because originally, just want to point out, so you heard Dane and Lindsey sent in a voice memo, and I sent in a text to them. I was like, hey, we're doing this podcast with or without you, but it looks like without you. Joshua said he'll hop in here. I just need a couple voice memos from you, and emphasis on a couple. And I said, give me, because it's Dane's Manifesto Part 100 coming up. I'm like, give me that.
Wow.
That sounds important. And then I was also like, hey, something else important would be our number one sponsor of the week, Jesus Christ of Nazareth. So maybe give us one there as well. Keep them sort of brief. I figured maybe like up to 10 minutes of voice memos. And then all of a sudden my Instagram started going crazy because I received like 35 minutes of voice memos from Lindsey and Dane. And I don't know how much time they thought you had to listen to them.
I mean, I would have assumed, a couple years, like, I don't have anything else going on. So
and he probably texted you. He probably knew that you had a lot of time, but we are on a little bit of a time crunch. And I'm like, this is a lot. So what I'm going to do is play a few of his voice memos throughout the normal part of this episode. And then if you stick around until the end, you can hear some chaos by both Lindsey and Dane with their updates of the week, sports talk, etc. But you still will get his manifesto during this normal part of the episode. Perfect. And also our number one sponsor of the week, Jesus Christ of Nazareth. So just want to give you a heads up. So make sure to stick around until the end to hear whatever chaos they decided to send.
Hey, so, I know that when I have more time, I will stick around.
Thank you.
When this episode drops on Monday morning or Sunday night or whenever you decide to do it.
Yeah.
I'll listen. I'll stick around.
I like this. And if the fans also like you on this episode virtually, I would like you to stick around more. Because anything for another play
means the world.
Yes. Yeah. Which is a good transition sort of into our updates from the week. Didn't have really a lot of stuff going on in my end of things. I was going to originally play some gym hacks I was going to have Dane look at, but we'll wait until next week for those.
Okay.
But besides that, had like 3 main updates. One of which was a more general update. I've been trying to use that that Bloom card, kind of like a brick device.
Yeah.
Yeah. Been using that a little more recently.
All right.
It's a big hack. If you want to cut down your phone time or just like don't be distracted, get one of those devices. It'll lock you out of your phone because we are all addicted.
I've been thinking about this a lot because my screen time has been going up. I've been consuming swiping I'm like, is it worth it to get a brick or a Bloom card or Opal or one of the services? Or so like, tell me firsthand, how well does it work? Give me a real time example. Yeah.
So I've tried like other just like normal apps, but a lot of those apps, they're very easy to get around, or something else you can do on your phone. I don't know if I should really say it because then people might do it, but basically there's some easy workarounds that I won't share. And I was like, I need to stop this from happening. So one of the things I did with this Bloom card was basically make it where I can't even get into the settings app, because the settings app is where you can basically get around about anything or like lock down your phone. So I locked myself out of the settings app alongside whatever else I don't want to be distracted with.
That's smart.
And then I've had very few issues. Every once in a while, like if you restart your phone, it takes like a minute or two to kick in, or maybe it might just randomly stop working, but that's happened very few times. And usually if you click in the app that you have to download, then it will make sure everything's still locked down. So
nice.
It's worked well.
All right.
Yeah.
I like that. Maybe I'll give it a whirl. Locking yourself out of settings, that's brilliant. Because I know the workarounds too. I've experienced the workarounds.
Yeah. So if you lock yourself out of settings, you can't do the workarounds. So it works pretty well. If you want to cut down your screen time, I recommend both those devices.
Awesome.
So that's one of the updates. Going to a couple others really quickly. My yearly visit to the Tournament of Champions in Springfield, Missouri occurred, I guess, this past week. That's that massive high school basketball tournament that basically has 6 of the top teams in the U.S. and then 2 local teams.
Okay.
Which is always fun to see. I think this year they had like the number 1 team, the number 2 team, and maybe like 1 or 2 other top 10 teams, which is just insane, like the amount of talent they had. But something that was really interesting, one of the first nights, one of our local teams, who's just like a class 3, class 4 school, just very small, they almost knocked off the number 1 team in the country. Like they were ahead by like 5 points with like 3 minutes left, but in the end they end up losing by like 6. But still, going from an unranked small team almost knocking off the number 1, pretty incredible. But then on the second night, that same team, because they went into like the losers bracket, they played one of the other, I think, top 10 teams in the nation, and they beat them. So
all right.
It was pretty insane, and a lot of good basketball going on. It's just crazy that we have this big of an event. Like, I think it's the most highly attended high school tournament in the nation, and it's just randomly in Springfield, beginning of January.
That's so cool.
Yeah, and emphasis on cool, because there was a California team where they did not enjoy the weather. It was very cold. I heard they were here a couple of years ago, and the weather was so bad, the coach, I guess, had to call up Nike, because they're like sponsored by them. They were like, hey, we need like the biggest winter jackets you got. So they sent them out, a whole fleet of them. The coach apparently just keeps them in his, not locker room, in his office, like all the time. And the players are like, why do we have all these random winter jackets? And he was like, you'll know. You'll see the day.
January, and, Springfield.
Yeah, they did not enjoy our freezing weather coming from California. And then one other thing with updates, at this Tournament Champions, they had their Cardinals Caravan, the St. Louis Cardinals send out like a lot of their top prospects, younger major league players, some alumni, etc. They go all across the nation. 1 second, my headphones got unplugged. Quick pause. Joshua, say anything.
Oh, anything. Well, I don't know. And that's the story of how I accidentally blew up that one. Okay, what were
now we're back. Anyway, they send out like a lot of players, gives you a good opportunity to get autographs or whatever else. And it was pretty cool because the Cardinals' #1 overall prospect, who's also the #5 overall prospect in all Major League Baseball, he was there. He was very friendly, very nice guy. He's like 21, 22 years old, and he was very friendly with signing. A lot of other guys were very friendly with signing. But then one of the biggest highlights of the night was at the halftime of the next game, they introduced all the players like on the court just so they can be like, hey, come out to a game next year where we're building, we're young, etc. And then just because they're like, and now we'll have one of our players try to make a half-court shot. I've never seen it happen. Okay. The guy went out there, took 3 shots, missed them all. But then one of the other players who had some basketball experience is like, hey, I need at least a couple shots. So they're like, okay, we'll give you 2. We're running long. Choose the first one, misses.
Of course.
And then he shoots the second one. He swishes it.
Wow.
The whole crowd goes wild. It was one of the most electric things I've ever seen. It was probably the highlight of his entire sports career, and he's a Major League Baseball player.
Oh, that's so fun.
And it was sweet. I got a really good video of it from the upper deck where you could see the entire arch of the shot go swishing in it. And I think he reposted my story. I'm like, thank you. Thank you, Jose Fermin, for reposting my story of you. So that's all my updates.
The whole crowd and half court.
Yeah. It was
whole crowd, half court.
Whole crowd. Half. It would be better
1/8 of the time. Yeah,
it was the whole court and only half the crowd went wild.
I think so. It would be quieter. So I don't know. Maybe it's good that happened. What happened?
So what's happening to you, Joshua? What's happening in the great state of Michigan?
Oh, well, my update of the week in the great state of Michigan is I'm actually traveling right now. As you can see on my Google Meet background, this is not my, pretty nice house. This is my parents' house.
For all you audio listeners, make sure you look.
Yeah. Open up the YouTube. Come on now.
Wise.
Yeah. Take a look. I'll describe it to you. Big, nice, fancy house that I don't have money for.
Okay.
All right. This is not my 1-bedroom apartment. But yeah, I'm in town to shoot an interview.
Oh, interview. Okay.
An interview for a documentary with my great aunt. So, shooting my great aunt this afternoon. And really,
out of context. I'm shooting my great aunt this afternoon.
And
coming from Joshua in Detroit.
Yeah, I got to travel for this one.
Yes.
So yeah, this documentary is about my grandparents who are both no longer with us, but I never really got to know much about them. So this is a project. I'm calling it Once More, with the idea that we're bringing back my grandparents once more through interviews of my aunts, uncles, great aunt, great uncle, and then maybe a few miscellaneous family friends.
That's cool.
So I'm shooting that today. That's the reason for the time crunch. I'm very excited. I'm doing it along with my cousin Josie, who is more like my aunt. So I gotta get used to using the cousin verbiage again. I don't know. Yeah, that's an update, I guess.
We're really used to the cousin verbiage down here in the Arkansas, Missouri area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just see, but the thing is, anyway, so, no, that's what I'm doing. That's my update. I'm super excited for that. I've been buying equipment left and right. So I've got these nice new microphone stands. I've got, lots of microphones. I got 3 cameras now. So we're going for a 3-angle setup. And then not only is this a documentary, but me being me, it is also going to be a limited podcast series.
Let's go.
So
just also really quick, I know, so you have Manwagon, which I mention all the time.
Yeah.
And then you have your movies Unboxd, which got taken down, and then you put it back up again.
Yeah. And
what other podcast have you done?
So my first podcast ever was called Libertas Connect. It was an announcement podcast for my school.
Okay.
Alongside when that started up, my parents gave me some microphones for my birthday. I've got a friend, my friend's name is Asher. He saw those microphones, like, we got to make a podcast. Yeah. So, like, growing up, we'd do this thing called the Schmitz Con show. We just record onto our phones. My last name is Schmitz. His last name is Conlon, Schmitz Con. So then we did. Are you sure I don't have to explain that more for the listeners?
Nah, I think we got one more time for Dane.
For Dane. Okay, so my last name is Schmitz. I'm Joshua Schmitz. He's after Conlin.
Okay.
So we took
Dane. So because his last name's Schmitz and the other one's Conlin, they just dropped the Lin.
Yep.
So it's Schmitz Con.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. We also thought of Con Schmitz, Schmitzlin, but we went with Schmitz Con Show, and so that's podcast number 2.
Yep.
That one kind of came to a close. Well, not a close. That one slowed down while Manwagon was picking up. So Manwagon, and then we've also got the movies unboxed. Right now, my primaries are the Manwagon movies unboxed. Yep. This limited one, if you want to count it once more, that would be my 5th podcast. I said I got to do a podcast once more. So. And obviously my guest appearances on Until Next Week.
That's awesome.
Kind of count as a 6th. So
let's go. That's awesome.
Podcast.
And then
Joshua.
you just need your 7th because you're at your 6th, and then
you get 7.
The reason we're doing the 6, 7 jokes is so people stop doing it altogether.
Yeah.
Because even though we are super cool, we're hoping it makes people think it's uncool.
Right.
So that's why we are hitting you with this riveting content.
But I have been hearing it less. I maybe only hear it 6 or 7 times a week now. So
yep.
instead of every day, right? So
yeah. Did you have any other updates, or want to kind of keep moving?
I think that was my big update. It was just, that, and I'm also selling my scripts online, but you'll see an Instagram post from me for that.
Cool.
Future.
And you also released a movie recently.
Hopeless. Go watch it. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
I have it on my list. I have not watched it yet, but don't be hopeless about it.
Thank you.
I do have it marked down. I still need to watch it. I recently have been knocking out some movies Unboxd episodes, including your longest one ever.
Stranger Things.
Which was
longer than the Stranger Things finale itself.
Yeah. Was it 2 or 2.5 hours? I'm like, let's just do it.
Why not?
Just sit down here. Why not?
Oh, man. During the recording of that, I was so stressed. I'm like, this is going so long. No one's going to want to listen to this much content.
Also, I think you realized how long it was because for a while you weren't even like hopping in.
Like, can we move along? But yeah, no, we made it work.
Yeah, it was good. So yeah, check out that if you want. And then also, as we've mentioned before, I don't know if we mentioned before, Jack was on a episode of Movies Unboxed as well. So you want some more Jokes with Jack content.
Good content.
Go find that podcast.
Yeah. Hey, just all of the links to all of these, just find my Instagram, SchmitzJoshua4, and you'll find your way around the universe.
And just so you know, one more thing, Unboxed is spelled Unboxd.
Yes.
So if you find a weird spelling, it's Joshua.
It's that, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
okay.
That typo sucks, man. Like, I can't even change the name. It's too bad.
Yeah. I also just realized we did our gears earlier, but just for the fun of it, I never actually clicked the button. So there we go. Pretend that was played 15 minutes ago.
Perfect. Yeah.
But now we will go into sports talk, so I will click the correct button.
Yo, it's that time of day, so listen up, because it's time for some sports talk, the segment where we boldly analyze things we barely watched. Did we do research? Factually, no. Emotionally, yes. We're talking Big Daddy hacks, devastating sacks, and fourth quarter comebacks. But most importantly, no soccer.
And also no Dane this week. Unless you listen until the end of the episode.
Then
you'll hear all his sports talk because he went off, it looked like, for 9 minutes. I'm like, I don't got time for that right now. Well,
what up, Dane?
You can hear the bonus episode at the end of this episode.
I like that.
Yeah. So relevant sports talk information for myself. Nolan Arenado, the superstar player for the St. Louis Cardinals. They've been talking about trading him for the past couple of years, and he has now officially been traded away from the St. Louis Cardinals. It was very bittersweet because before he ever was traded to the Cardinals from the Rockies, I'm like, this is the guy we need. This is the guy that will bring us a World Series. This guy's amazing. He's awesome. I would stick up for him in like the Twitter comment sections when people are like, no, Chris Bryant from the Cubs is the best third baseman. I'm like, no. Check your stats. And whenever we got him, it was electric. And I was hoping that would be the start of something new in honor of the 20-year anniversary of High School Musical. But instead, the Cardinals, I don't believe, won any playoff games during his time with the team. And then he was very much just kind of a weight on the team with how his salary was structured, contract, I guess, and he was officially traded away. So sad to see him go, but it's kind of needed. And then what I don't want to talk about, but I have to talk about, is that the Packers did lose in the playoffs, which kind of ruined all my playoff projections when I said they would win. And then the next week that you heard the episode, I also said they would win because we recorded 2 at once. And it was painful to watch. And I want to emphasize, yes, the Packers did lose. The Bears did not win. The Packers lost that game. The Bears just got lucky.
We don't. Yeah, I see. Okay.
Yeah, so that was super not fun. And then I also realized every team I seem to cheer for loses, because after they went down, I'm like, well, now I just need the Steelers to win. I'll cheer for them. I want Rodgers to get a Super Bowl. And then they also lost. And I'm like, okay, I'll pick the team that deserves it. They've always been knocked out by the Chiefs or someone else. Buffalo Bills, Josh Allen, he's amazing. Like, I can get behind him. I'll root for him. And then they also lost in the first round.
Aww.
So if you want a team to lose, just let me know and I'll cheer for them.
Samuel, why would you stop cheering for the Lions or start cheering for the Lions?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm cheering for the Lions.
Why?
So that way the Lions lose.
Yeah, good strat.
Yeah, and I would have done that this year, but they didn't make the playoffs.
Yeah, that's fair. That's totally fair.
Yeah. Also, just because it has been 2 weeks, the Bears have also lost, which is good. So that was a nice little weight take off my shoulders. And now at this point of recording, I think it's the Broncos who won against the Bills, and then their quarterback got injured for the rest of the season.
Yikes.
Yeah, he tore his ACL on the second to last play.
Okay.
And then it's also the Rams, who I don't like that much because their owner stole them from St. Louis.
So you should definitely cheer for them so they lose.
I probably need to.
Yeah.
Which is weird because I did actually cheer for them against the Bears.
Okay.
Because I didn't want the Bears to win. And the Bears almost did win, so it almost didn't work, but still. And then Seahawks are still in it. And then one other team, which I'm going blank on at the moment.
My prediction is the one that you're going blank on is going to win it all.
Probably, which might be okay. Oh, no, I just remembered. Patriots. So because I remembered it, they cannot win at all. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. At the time you're listening to this episode, the Super Bowl will already be chosen, I guess. The teams will have already played, so I'm sure we'll have a lot more content for you next week. But in the meantime, Joshua, with all your sports knowledge and Detroit knowledge, do you have any quick sports hits, updates, thoughts for us?
All right, I got 2 of them. Ready?
Yep.
Number 1. There's a TV at work. I work at a restaurant, and they play sports sometimes on the TV.
Yep.
That's number 1.
That's really good.
Yeah. Number. No, I got 3 of them. Number 2. My sister had a track meet yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. I don't know if she ran. Good. I don't know how well she did, but she had one.
That's cool. Do you know if she does like short events or long events?
College.
But in Good answer. That's good.
She does shorter distance, I believe. Maybe some hurdles here and there.
Okay. And don't we all go through hurdles in life?
Oh man!
But yeah, that's been our sports talk.
I got one more.
Oh, you have one more.
I keep adding one. This is the final one. I got a text yesterday from my friend Benjamin. He said, "Hey Josh, doing anything tonight? Curious if you wanted to go to the Michigan basketball game."
Ooh.
Unfortunately, I was out of town and I had to inform him that I was not available, but that I was very interested.
Have you been to any like the Michigan sporting events?
No.
Okay, because I think their football stadium might be the biggest college stadium.
Okay.
And maybe biggest like football stadium in general, like in the
huge.
US. It's like 115,000 people, which is insane.
It's crazy. And the crazy thing is I just drive past it on my way to the chiropractor.
Yeah.
Like, there's the biggest stadium in the US.
Cool. Maybe we'll go there one day.
Maybe someday. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's pretty sweet though. If you ever do go to a Michigan game, you should let us know. And
I'll voice my
I really hope that we know you were at the game before you tell us, because you did something crazy, like ran on the court, painted up. I don't know, did something else wild.
Yeah. Oh, now you got me dreaming about, Yeah.
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 And on that note, we'll go to the next segment.
Okay, we've officially thrown the script out the window. It's time for the main segment. And honestly, who knows where this is going? We don't, you don't, God does, but he's not telling.
So this segment this week is in honor of the Manwagon podcast and Joshua Schmitz. And I think you should be the one that describes this main segment. It'll be new this week, and we'll just kind of see how it goes.
All right. So this segment, first off, I want to just say this has been funny. Every time you play one of the drops, Google is like filtering out the music, so it's just your voice.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I can't wait for
insane.
this Samuel's Little Known Facts drop.
Yeah.
But no, this is called Things Could Be Worse. Here's how this works. I'm gonna do an example round with my car, just so everyone gets. We already know about my car. Things went bad. Well, I tell Samuel all about my car, and he goes, "I mean, things could be worse. Like your car could have been a Ford, or like things could be worse. Your car could have exploded. Like there's no limit.
Things could be
to
worse.
This.
Even though it'd been cool having a Tesla, you live in Michigan, and people might throw paint at it."
Things exactly.
Yes,
Things could be worse. People might be vandalizing you. So there's no limit to this, though. It could be things could be worse. I mean, you could have stubbed your toe on the way in the car.
Things could be worse. You misunderstood when you said you were shooting your great aunt, and it went poorly.
Yeah. Or things could be worse. So this is one Vaughn did a while ago after
On the Manwagon podcast.
On the Manwagon podcast, here's an example. Hey, I mean this. I had a tough breakup. Vaughn goes, I mean, things could be worse. You could have had an airplane land on you on the way home. So there's no limit to how exaggerated Samuel and I can get with each. Things could be worse. Now we can do this one of two ways. We either just say one quick hitter next, or we riff like that back and forth.
We can kind of play it by ear a little bit. I think though, to start, I have one written down for you. That way people can really understand like how this should go. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll do my first one, and all these are pretty vague and kind of random. I just kind of made them up. It's not really anything in particular, but mine was your podcast co-host goes to Nebraska and gets stuck in a snowstorm, so you have to record with your correspondent from Michigan. Completely made up.
Yeah. So now it is hypothetical, but
yes.
I mean, Samuel, listen to this. Things could be worse.
Yeah.
He could be stuck in a snowstorm in Antarctica.
Yeah. I mean, that could be worse.
Not be able to, I mean, yeah. Or either that or like California. If there was a snowstorm in California, I'd get a little concerned.
That is true. Stuck in a snowstorm in California, they would have no infrastructure. So that would be worse.
Yeah.
That would be worse.
Yeah.
Or maybe I wouldn't have like a random correspondent in Michigan who could jump on and record. That could be worse too.
So true. You would have had to like fly down to Florida to record with Jack again.
Or the reason we are recording is because Dane got cancer. That would also be worse.
That could be much worse. Wait, didn't that happen?
Did not happen.
That must have been a dream. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that never happened. That did not happen. But things could be worse.
Things could be worse. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. I got one. Let's see. Oh, yeah. This is kind of a petty pet peeve of mine. Like, it's nothing that affects me at all in the day-to-day except for, like, when I'm drinking coffee at my parents' house. I'm at my parents' house. So, I mean, I come back to just spend the night here. Like, no one's actually home. It's super nice. It's like I live alone regularly, and I come to visit my family, and I live alone there, too.
Yep. Yeah.
Anyway, things could be worse. That's not. So I'm making coffee in the morning. They have a coffee maker that has like screen doors. It's like that's the filter.
Okay.
It's just like its own little filter.
Okay.
But the grounds slip through when you brew the coffee. So there's like a millimeter's worth of grounds in the bottom of my coffee cup because they don't have coffee filters.
Yeah. Things could be worse.
Yeah.
They could be out of toilet paper, so you have a very bad incident later with that coffee running through your system.
Yeah, that's true. Things could be worse, or it could, since it's so cold, things could be worse. Like they just they ran out of toilets. The water all froze, and now Now I'm left to go in the back or something.
Or things could be worse. This is actually all a dream, and you're waking up in your insane asylum.
Yeah, that could be worse. In a pile of poo. Yeah, that'd be awful.
Oh, gosh. Ew. Didn't expect that part.
Neither did I.
That would be worse. That would be worse.
It would be. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. I think that's good. I think we go on to the next one.
All right. Before it gets too
weird. Next one. You go to Walmart during a snowstorm, but everyone has already panic purchased everything: milk, eggs, cheese, chips, ramen, produce, etc. That's it.
I mean, Samuel, that sounds tough, but like things could be worse. Like Walmart could have gotten bought out and just not have any, like just empty shelves. You could still go. Could you get a can of beans?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could get a can of beans.
Yeah.
Could you get you probably couldn't have gotten a shovel.
Maybe. I don't know about the shovel. I didn't look.
Yeah, but I bet
it wasn't
they would
in the food section.
But I bet they would have had silverware. You could use the silverware to shovel your driveway. So I mean, things could be worse. You could be without silverware.
That is true. Yeah, I don't know if I have much else in that.
Yeah, I mean, things could be worse. You could be going to Costco.
Oh, yeah, things could be worse. I mean, but nowadays, like, it is worse because Walmart's checking your bags like Costco.
No.
You walk out and they're like, hey, I need to check your, make sure you have everything here. I'm like, this is Walmart. If I steal this, I steal this. Like, you shouldn't care. Like, this
isn't fair. Yeah.
Let
me steal.
Okay, that's good.
All right.
What's your next one?
My next one, let's see. We've got Oh, okay. We know this. We know that it's cold. It's cold right now in my current climate. If I were to walk outside, it would be negative 14 degrees. And that's not warm. Now my parents have a nice furnace. I'm staying at their house alone. I got to keep the fire going.
Yeah.
But this is ground my gears, sure. But this has also been a struggle. I mean, for a lot of my childhood, I sleep in the basement. And in the winter, they're just running the heat upstairs in the fire that doesn't go through the system. So there's no heat that's being poured into my bedroom. So I wake up in a very cold room. Very cold. Probably we're talking 50 degrees, 55, 57 degrees.
Things could be worse.
Yeah.
First of all, you still could be in that insane asylum. It still sounds like it's probably cold and dark and you can't really see people. So that could be one.
Okay.
Things could also be worse. It could be negative 20 degrees, or things could be worse once again, and it could be the Home Alone house and you're scared to go up the stairs because there's a nail in the board.
That's true.
Yep.
Yeah. Things could definitely be worse if it was the Home Alone house and I was the robber. Sleeping, just, getting tired while ransacking the house.
Yeah.
Like, I could be falling for Kevin's traps. So
that
for sure.
that would be worse.
Yeah, that would be much worse.
I don't really watch much SNL, but I did see they made a skit a few weeks ago, and it was like a Home Alone skit. I don't know if you saw this or not, but basically it was all his family made it home, and then they started running into all the traps he set up, and basically like every single person just got like brutally murdered in front of him. So I'm like, what in the world? Things could be way worse.
Things could be worse. I could have accidentally shot my family on the documentary.
And that is interesting. I have thought about that before. I'm like, he set up all these traps. Like, how did someone not step on that nail or do something else later on? Like that's the story we need.
Yeah.
That's the sequel we need of Home Alone.
We need Home Alone 1.5.
Home Alone 1.5. Kevin gets sent to an orphanage. I don't know.
Or an insane asylum. I mean,
insane asylum, like something. Or Michigan. That could be worse.
In the cold, dark night.
Yeah. Okay. Next one. I have like 5 of these total. I don't know how many you have.
Oh, nice. I have one more. So
okay. Well, then I will choose one more good one.
All right.
And then we'll kind of see. You start a fantasy football league with your podcast community, but your co-host decides to run the entire league after his trade gets comedically vetoed. Again, completely random.
Yeah, I was going to say that sounds like a ChatGPT prompt or something.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Samuel's got to stop using AI. But, I mean, if you really boil it down, think about it.
Yeah.
Things could be worse. It could be like a non-fantasy team. It could be a real team with real owners.
And the real owner decides to run his own team just because he's angry.
Just because he's angry. Yeah, that could happen.
Oh, this just in. It's actually Jerry Jones from the Cowboys. This actually happened. Wow.
What? Oh, things are worse?
Yeah, things could be worse. You could be a Cowboys fan. So
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Things could always be worse, especially in like, it could be, like I said, real football, not fantasy. Or I don't know, you wake up from your dream and you realize you are in an insane asylum, and
everything's an insane asylum. That's it.
Is that our episode title?
We're in an insane asylum. We'll see. That might be the episode
That's
title.
A good one.
We'll check it out. One other thing that could be worse on that is one of the people who could be leading the league all year is someone who did not log into their account except when told to, because they had their team auto drafted. Joshua.
Man, AI's got to stop coming up with your prompts.
I know, this is crazy. I think it knows me too well, but I mean, these again are just completely made up. No idea where they're coming from.
Yeah, I love that I didn't log in at all. I was like, yeah, I'll give it a try again, but then I had work, so I couldn't join the draft, and then the auto draft just won everything for me, and then
you
I refused to do a few things one time, and
you won multiple weeks in a row without a quarterback. And I had to text you, be like, hey, do you want to look at the trade I sent you to see if you want to accept it? And you're like, sure. Why not?
I was like, what not? Why not? Yeah. Throw some wild. Yeah.
That's
all
good.
Right.
That's good.
I've got one more.
Let's go.
All right. So I'm very blessed, Samuel. I have a nice apartment that I'm living in. At what I call pity rent, thanks to a guy at my church after the eviction. Yeah. If you want to hear more about that eviction, episode 96 of the Manwagon podcast, we played the same game with that situation.
I ended up listening to a lot of that episode. I learned a lot. You also mentioned the Until Next Week podcast, and I found out you were inspired about our Mad Libs.
Oh, yeah.
From that.
Oh, yeah. So, every now and then I'm like, Vaughn, we're going to rip off Samuel and Dane. He's like, I love it.
This is good. No, I like it.
And
that's why I need to rip off you more, which you gave me a lot of ideas.
I always throw some stuff. Yeah. But no. This is great. I went from like living in this apartment with no washer, no dryer, no furniture, to like now I have an apartment that I live in alone, and there is a washer and a dryer, and the washer and dryer were great for 4 months. And now the washer needs a new sensor or something. So I told the landlord, and he said, I'll look at it. But the landlord hasn't looked at it. So the other day, it was 8:00 at night. I drove myself down to the local coin laundromat, and there's a couple of layers to this. Things could be worse. One of them is like, it was cold outside, and I had to wash a lot of things because my washer hasn't been working for a minute. I had my bed comforter, bed sheets, blankets, and then I also had my regular load of clothes, towels, washcloths, everything.
Yep.
Pretty much if it exists, I washed it. So then I had to like start getting my movie collection, get my DVDs, my TV, my laptop, just a lot of things I had to wash. Take it in the laundromat, and I'm like, I've got this bag of coins, dimes, nickels, quarters, pennies, everything. I'm like, all right, well, I used 3 washing machines total. One of them costed like $7.50 because it was huge. One of them was like $4, and the other was $2.75. And I like exhausting. I'm running quarters through. So I had $7.50 worth of quarters. I had $4 worth of quarters, and I get to the last machine. I fill it up. I put my detergent in, and I'm 3 quarters short. And that means I need 75 cents. I didn't have any cash, but wait, I did have some cash on me.
Ooh,
I had my emergency $20 bill. I walked that right over to that quarter changer. I put it in, and out came $20 worth of quarters. So now I'm walking around with $19.25 worth of quarters because I was able to put those 3 in. It's really a shame that it had to be that way. That I have so many quarters that I had to go to the laundromat, and then I had to take all my wet clothes home to dry them. I guess things could be worse though, right, Samuel?
Yeah, things could be worse when you went to get to change. Someone could have came in there and stole all your clothing, including the clothing on you as well. So then you just have nothing to work with. That could have been worse.
Naked in the coin laundromat. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, that. Oh, episode title? I don't know. Things could be worse. You could have only had pennies, and because that was discontinued in the U.S., they stopped accepting them in the machines themselves.
Yeah, that's a good point.
things could be worse. You could have gotten COVID during March 2020. So then no one would have talked to you for about a month.
Yeah.
Which for some people, they kind of like the silence.
No school, no work.
Yeah. Yeah. Or things could be worse. Vaughn could have got stuck in a snowstorm in Nebraska, so he couldn't record with you on time for any reason. But again, completely made up.
Completely made up. Great way to... Yeah, that would be worse. I can't imagine anything worse than Vaughn, my co-host, getting stuck in a snowstorm in Nebraska, so we couldn't record at the time we originally planned. So cool.
So things could be worse.
Well, that has been the main segment. That has been Things Could Be Worse.
Yes. And I kind of like it. Good. I think I might do it again sometime in the future.
I would love to hear Dane do that segment.
Well, it would be good. But in the meantime, we do have Dane's manifesto coming at you. And I got to find the clip actually really quick and make sure that this isn't too long. Yeah. Sorry. Things could be worse.
A 19-minute clip. Things could be worse.
These.
Yeah.
Dane's manifesto. Oh, dang. He went on for a bit. We got
time.
We can play it. It looks like it's about 5 minutes.
All right, let's hear it, Dane. What we got?
We'll see how it goes.
Okay, it's time for Dane's manifesto.
Welcome to Dane's manifesto. This is part 100.
Wow.
Of Dane's manifesto. If you're walking, pull over. If you're driving, sit down and go ahead and turn the car off because we are staying for 100 minutes. We are going to send you 100 minutes of Dane's manifesto right now.
You can eat one of your chocolates upstairs?
Absolutely not. Anyways, those are for children, Lindsay. Not your child either. Your child is not allowed in my ministry until he's 11. So
yeah,
it happens that way. Anyways, so part 100 of Dane's manifesto. And so you guys might be wondering, is Dane planning anything very special for part 100? Number one, yes, because I got trapped in Nebraska. So is this a special time? Yes, absolutely it is. And part number 2 is...
Do you really have that in notes app?
I have lots of notes in my notes app, but...
Why do you have a privacy screen, Dane?
Because it came this way.
Seems inappropriate.
It came this way.
Things could be worse.
So, oh, wait, no. That's not what I want. Dang, I keep writing down all these Bible notes, and I don't get the things that I want right here. Gosh, and things for the kids and blah blah blah. Sports trivia questions. Ooh,
isn't much of a manifesto.
I know, right? So part 100 of Dane's manifesto. We'll just talk about this girl situation that everybody wants me to go out with this one girl, but I'm like, listen, it's complicated. And it's all these 22-year-old young twinkle in their eye.
Yeah, I gave bad advice.
They're just always like, blah, 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 Dane, you'll never know until you try. And I'm like, they don't say that.
But essentially.
They're just like, listen, you can just do it all. And I'm like, that's not how it works, guys. We work together, and you guys don't know the whole lore behind it and how I wasn't allowed to date the people in the family ministries team. And then I can now, but only because my boss thinks that she'll say no. And it's this girl, we'll call her Lemons. And
oh no,
beans and lemons.
But now the 22-year-olds are trying to get us together.
Does anybody listen to this that's going to know who she is?
I don't know. We'll see.
Yes, man.
She doesn't listen to it. But then I also met this one girl at the young adults ministry. Lindsay's not a fan of her because she.
I know her.
Oh, you know her? Yeah, you know her. I knew that. She.
Don't do this on the podcast.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Are you going to say this stuff about?
I don't know what you're talking about. But I met her. We played pickleball. She not the best at pickleball. We talked a little bit and stuff like that. But there's a few red flags here on her Instagram.
Dang.
Oh.
Dang. So I don't know. It probably won't work out between her, but I'll see her, talk to her, and be like, "Hey, so what do you think about like Jesus for real?" And then she'll be like, "I don't know," and talk. And then she runs half marathons and things like that, though. Pretty fast. She's a soccer player, or used to be a soccer player, so that's good. But I don't know. Everybody's rooting for me and the girl that I work with to get together. So by everybody, I mean the 22-year-olds who have no care in the world.
And other people told you to ask her out.
That's true.
That are like
but
our age.
the 22-year-olds are all footloose and fancy free. They think there's no repercussions to
There's
anything.
something whimsical about being 22.
There's just something about there's hope in the air.
Right.
And you haven't been
right.
beaten down by life.
They haven't really paid too many bills yet.
They haven't paid any bills. They haven't been told they have cancer.
Most people haven't.
Most people haven't. And so what I'm saying is you need to get out there and you need to ask out people, but also it's more complicated than that. And so will Dane ever find love? We don't know. You're going to have to stay tuned
until next week.
Part 101 of Dane's manifesto. However, we don't know how it's going to go because the snowpocalypse is also happening. We'll see if I make it back. We'll see if we even have work this week. We'll see if we even have youth ministry this week.
Wow.
It's all pretty up in the air right now.
What night do you guys do youth ministry?
Wednesday. So it's like I don't know.
Yeah, I think you could.
/ parents, I don't know if they're going to let their kids go because of the snow or whatever. But I will drive there personally and pick them up. But this will also be pretty not cash money for us because we need this as a promotional week for Lightco Weekend, our D now that we're having. In 1 month, actually less than 1 month now. So 100 parts of Dane's manifesto.
Speaking of Dane's upcoming Lightco Weekend that he's talked about in previous podcasts, going to that or his friend's wedding, I asked him, hey, have you told Connor you're not coming to his wedding yet? He goes, no, haven't done.
I just want to. I don't know if this next one is a part of the manifesto. So I'm going to click it briefly. And I'll give a quick hint. If not, you'll have to listen to this later.
Find out.
Here we go.
Nazareth. So
okay, no, that's Jesus Christ of Nazareth. So we'll get into that here shortly. But,
all right. Hey, do you mind
manifesto?
Do you mind 100. If I do a little throwback to Dane's manifesto episode number 1?
Yeah.
Manifesto. You've been talking about this for a while. You were supposed to have it last week, but who's counting? Who's second? But you did say to all the people, you're like, hey, we will talk about it next week.
Yeah. So it is now next week. And I've decided instead of giving you the entire manifesto up front, I'm going to make you listen to this week after week after week to get more daily life principles from Dane.
Shout out, Dane. Okay. Which this just means you did not write all of it. And you're like, yeah, I'll just do one at a time and say this fancy stuff instead. Yeah.
Well, because I was like, I could write all the things down and then literally by next week I'll be like, wait, I want to add more things to it. Yeah. Or I could just do one at a time.
So your manifesto is a running list.
It's a running list.
Okay.
So if you're out there listening, stop your car.
You are listening.
You are listening.
Because it's not if you're listening right now. If you are listening, you're hearing us right now. So what? Stop your car.
Stop your car.
Okay.
Turn your blinkers on.
Get out your notepad.
Yeah,
take notes.
Get out your notepad and write this down.
Mm-hmm.
That's just the origin of Dane's manifesto, and
then you realize this
that
might go on for a while. We are on a time crunch. If you want to listen to that, go 99 episodes before this one.
Yeah. Hey, episode 61. So great times.
Yep.
Love Dane's manifesto. In fact, I would actually buy the book once it's finished. So,
what episode did you say that was?
Episode 61.
Okay.
At like 42 minutes.
If it's episode 61 and this is episode 161, that means there's been 101 part. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
I will need to look at notes later.
We're going to have to figure this out.
This is actually part 101. I blame Dane.
How did that come about? We must have just repeated the week.
I guess we did. Oh no. I'll do research
later. You guys
later.
weren't supposed to hear that.
No.
100.
Disregard it.
Yay.
We'll say it's 100. Woo.
What? Episode.
Wow.
Hey,
Okay, well, we don't have a lot of time, so same as little known facts. Let's go.
Sam's little known facts, out of the box and off the tracks. Oddball genius that knows about tax. Sam's little known facts, and he never listens to Jack.
Some quick hits for you this week in honor of the winter storms that are hitting the U.S.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
I don't buy it.
I decided to do some random generated AI facts because I kind of forgot about these until right beforehand. So we'll see what it says, but these are little known facts regarding winter storms. Number 1, the snowquake phenomenon, technically known as a cryoseism, This happens when moisture underground freezes rapidly and expands, putting immense pressure on the surrounding rock or soil. This tension eventually snaps, creating a loud booming sound and localized tremors that people often mistake for an earthquake or a falling tree. That's great. Number 2, thunder snow is rarer than you think. While we see thousands of thunderstorms a year, thunder snow occurs in only about 0.07% of snowstorms. For it to happen, the atmosphere needs a very specific pocket of unstable air where the air near the ground is warmer than the air above it, but still cold enough to produce snow. Because snow muffles sound, you usually have to be within 2 or 3 miles of the lightning strike to even hear the thunder.
Wow.
Number 3, all snowflakes have a dusty heart. A snowflake cannot form out of pure water vapor alone. It requires a nucleator, a microscopic particle like a speck of dust, volcanic ash, or even a bacterium to act as a seed. The water vapor freezes onto this particle, which then grows into the complex crystal structures we see.
Wow.
Number 4, the greatest snowfall record, the world record for the most snowfall in a single 24-hour period, occurred in Silver Lake, Colorado in 1921. A staggering 75.8 inches, which is over 6 feet, of snow fell in just one day.
6 or 7 feet.
Yeah, oh gosh. To put that in perspective, that's taller than the average adult male, but not taller than me, dumped on the ground and the time it takes the earth to rotate once. And then finally, number 5, snow isn't actually white. It's a bit of an optical illusion. Snow is actually translucent.
Yeah, right.
Because it is made up of many tiny individual ice crystals. Light reflects and scatters off all those different surfaces. This diffuse reflection includes the entire color spectrum, which our eyes perceive as the color white.
That last one is so cool.
That one I actually kind of like.
That one's mind-blowing.
It's not white. It's not a white Christmas. It's a translucent Christmas. Come on, Bing Crosby. Re-record your songs.
Oh, man. I'm mind-blown.
Yeah.
That is little known.
That's why we do little known facts. And unfortunately, we also have jokes with Jack.
And now it's time for Jokes with Jack.
Part 99, just so you know.
Ooh, sure.
Hey guys, welcome back. This is part 99 with Jokes with Jack, and I got a great joke for you. Here we go. What's the difference between an enzyme and a hormone? You can't hear an enzyme.
Oh, no!
And now it's time for...
So Jack's jokes suck.
Oh, my!
Oh, Jack. No.
Oh, man.
No.
I'm laughing because he's said it on the Until Next Week podcast.
He usually gives me a warning about those jokes. Oh, okay. Well.
Oh, my. Dane, this is what happens when you're not here.
Okay, we're skipping everything. We're going to our number 1 sponsor of the week, Jesus Christ of Nazareth.
Hey!
We still have a little bit of time, so we're going to play these videos for you right now because we need something to counteract the horrible stuff that Jack just said.
Horrible stuff.
And now, your number 1 sponsor of the week, Jesus Christ of Nazareth.
So Lindsay's here. She's gone to church before.
Are you kidding me? I've been a believer almost as long as you have.
I brought you to church.
Not really, sort of.
I'm the reason that.
When would you say like you were saved? What year?
2017.
Okay, I was 2018.
Spring of 2017.
I was spring of 2018. Right behind you.
See? And here we are now, trapped outside like a bunch of coyotes. So
tired.
Hey, quit yawning. This is the most important part of the podcast. This is where Jesus gets his spotlight like he deserves.
Is so comfortable.
I'm so
Whatever, you
stupid.
sit down here tonight then.
No.
I just realized I haven't been recording.
With the coyotes.
Ever. Dude, I just can feel this.
It's not funny.
Sorry.
My third biggest fear, and you know that.
Oh, no.
I've got your audio on my end.
Do you actually?
Yeah, it doesn't sound horrible.
I can't believe I did that. I never clicked the record button.
That's all Dane's fault.
Dang it. So wait, do you I feel this is I can't believe I didn't click that.
That's okay. This is the only time it'll ever happen, luckily. So
I'm trying to think. So do you also get the recordings of everything else, or what do you have?
Everything that's been going on your end, I've heard just fine, except for when Google filters out the music. So the drops do sound a little dry, but you can just dub over those.
Dang. Okay.
So I can hear everything just fine and clearly.
Okay. So if I finish this out, then I can have some interesting editing and
yeah.
Oh man.
It won't be that interesting.
I just looked up and I was like, why does it not say how long we've been recording? And then I noticed the green button was not red. Okay, well, we'll get back to Jesus's manifesto.
Yeah, start it back a couple of seconds so you can overlap without this interruption. I'd say make sure you're recording, though. That way you can kind of... Well, I mean, you don't have to record. Just make sure you record the post-show bonus episode with Dane and Lindsey.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, honestly, it's okay having this in here because people wonder why it sounds a little weird.
Authentic.
So, yeah, this is authentic. So this is me having a panic moment, but now we're getting back to Jesus' manifesto, and Joshua apparently saved the day.
Hey, what can I do? Jesus saved the day. It was his idea.
There we go. Thank you, Jesus. So here we're back into
it. Snakes, women, spiders, commit swimming in that order.
There's a lot of S's.
However, we've been going through the book of Ezra in our young adults ministry at church that Samuel doesn't show up for.
Wow.
And I know.
Do you even love God?
What in the world?
Questions.
Things could be worse.
So we just started going through the book of Ezra, and turns out Ezra doesn't even show up till chapter 7 of Ezra, which is hilarious. And it's only a 10-chapter book. So 70% of the way through the book, he shows up. And so it's all about the king of Persia. Can't remember his name off the top of my head. But the king of Persia allowing the temple to be rebuilt. And it's all about restoration and how God can restore things and how God really did a work on this king of Persia's heart in order to allow the people of God to go and rebuild the temple. And he actually allowed people to go be free. This is kind of like a second miniature Exodus moment, just like when the people left. You're reading Exodus right now. So the people left Egypt. And so kind of a miniature moment.
Where'd they go?
They went back to somewhere. But wait, you mean in the Exodus, like original Exodus? They went to the promised land. Well, they tried to. And so they left. And then, so in Ezra now, we're talking about that. And we started talking about this concept of, do you read your Bible with a rake or do you read your Bible with a shovel? Meaning that, do you just like get out your rake and kind of check the box and say, yeah, I did it. Like I read my Bible today, and all you end up with a bunch of leaves and things are just going to decompose, not really stick. Or you get your shovel out and roll up your sleeves and do the hard work and actually read a text and say, what is actually happening right here? What is the context around it? Because it was written to them, but for us. And what that means is that it's written to them and they understand all of the context of what is happening in that moment, in that day, in that place and time that is leading up to these moments right now. Like the king of Persia, a couple generations later, his name is Xerxes from the movie 300. And he's a real person, for one. And he actually he does this thing. He gets tired of his wife. And so he sends out a call to want to get all the virgins in the area or something like that.
Wow.
I know it's weird, right? And so he actually brings in this Hebrew woman by the name of Esther. And Esther comes in a little bit later, and she actually saves all of her people because she ends up marrying Xerxes, this king of Persia. And so, like, if we don't know that, and we don't know that's going on right now, we also need to realize that the Bible is not written in chronological order. It's written in just the way the canon was constructed. And so there's a lot of things happening all at the exact same time that we don't realize is happening in the world and at that time. And also because God is at work with several things all at the same time. So
it is really interesting if you look at the actual chronological order, how like so backwards it is.
Because Job is the first book that was written. The oldest book, I should say.
It's weird.
So what I want to ask you guys is, do you read your Bible with a rake or do you read it with a shovel? Do you read it as in like, oh, I'm just checking the box off tonight. I've done my Bible reading. I've been a good Christian and this is what I'm supposed to do, right? And there's some merit to getting in the habit and things like that, but there's more to be found for you whenever you want to find life in Jesus, when you actually want to dig and you like stumble upon diamonds and you're like, wait a second, God actually knows what he's talking about. And he's actually orchestrating this entire thing. So maybe we should give him a little more merit than just a check in a box.
I'd say too, this is a little side topic, is like it's not ideal to just be reading your Bible just to check a box. And, different seasons of life are hard, but I feel like I know a lot of people who say that, like, yeah, I'm a Christian.
We got 2 more minutes because they did not know about the cutoff. So here we go.
I'm a Christian. And it just ends right there.
Sorry, we ran out of time. I feel like I know a lot of people. Do you mind?
Sorry, smoker's cough.
Yeah, you do smoke. I know a lot of people who say that they're Christians, or they'll say, yeah, I'm a Christian, have been for my life or whatever, which isn't possible. But they'll say that, and then they've like never read their Bible once.
Oh yeah.
And it's not a competition of like how much knowledge you have, but just of like your heart for God and getting to know God. And
cultural Christian versus
God.
Actual Christian.
Yes, there's a lot of cultural Christians in the United States.
Exactly. And cultural Christianity isn't going to save anybody. Cultural Christianity actually sends more people to hell than non-believers.
Which is really sad. It's very sad when you think about it.
Yeah, a lot of people more. That's what was it?
That's why if you have family members who say they're Christians, just ask them why.
Lindsay's getting all sad, but
no, I'm not. I'm just saying the truth.
So Jesus talks about the path to destruction is wide and seems right to that person, and then he talks about the path to the Lord is actually narrow and hard to stay on, and it's hard to actually walk on. And so it's like, yeah, there's actually less people walking on this narrow path than there is the wide path of destruction.
Yeah.
And so there's way more ways to be deceived, and there is ways to be saved, because there's only one way to be saved. It's through the blood of Jesus Christ.
Right.
But then the ways to be deceived new ways are being invented every single day. So in light of that, it's like, well, what do we do with that? We had to get out there and like speak to the deception of the day, and and it always keeps getting reinvented. So then new people come along and they speak to it, and that's why you always got to be raising up the next generation of leaders to be able to speak to those deceptions. So that's Jesus. Jesus is the reason for the season of January.
Okay.
That's it. Happy birthday, Jesus.
Good word.
That is a good word. Yeah. Are you a real Christian or are you a cultural Christian, Samuel?
Yeah. Are you saying like
I'm asking you? Yeah. No, like real.
I would like to say that I don't know how to say it. I would say a real Christian, but unfortunately I have cultural Christian tendencies, which I need to get past. So
that's a great way to put it.
I'm striving to be more of a real Christian, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess each day.
Yeah. And I think then that's the whole purpose. We'll never like arrive to being the perfect Christian, but like as we continue to strive and choose to trust, like I've always said, trusting Jesus is a daily decision. So yeah. And also just being aware, like knowing like your flaws and knowing that where you stumble there is also important to realize so you can actually improve. Yeah.
And keep getting closer to him every day. So that was the number one.
What's our number 2 sponsor of the week?
Jake Trustinart.
What up, Jake Trustinart?
Pretty Ricky, who apparently just got engaged.
Pretty Ricky.
And then also Reverend Banks.
What up, Reverend Banks?
I think about to have a baby. Still not him. I'm pretty sure it's still going to be his wife, but we'll see how that happens here, and hopefully the next few weeks or whenever their due date is. I don't really know.
Right.
That's information Dane knows, but he is stuck in Nebraska.
Classic.
So number 3 sponsors of the week is the Manwagon podcast and movies Unboxd, featuring Joshua Schmitz. Shout out.
I'm the guy.
Shout out to Joshua Schmitz with his podcast. Check them out. Both are very solid. I've been getting into movies Unboxd, like I said, more recently, and got some good stuff. And even if you don't want to listen to every episode, if you see one that intrigues you, just click it.
Choose your favorite movie that we got.
Yeah, there's a lot of options. So that's about it there. Do you have any other sponsor thoughts on the Manwagon or Movies Unboxed?
So the day that this podcast comes out, the Manwagon also has an episode dropping. It'll either be on Monday or Tuesday, and that's going to be our highest quality Manwagon episode ever.
Wow.
Because I've got this whole documentary podcast set up. So I've got 3 cameras. I've got a producer, professional microphones. Vaughn and I will be in person on a couch.
Yeah.
There'll be a video. So you're going to want to check out the Manwagon this week.
So you're saying one of your highest quality ones is the same week where one of my lower quality ones is dropped because of my mistake.
And that is how you sabotage a podcast, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes. I did make a note on our document going forward where I have a big text box that says, click the record button.
Good.
I've never had this issue.
See, like it only takes once.
Yeah. And then you're like, I can never do this again.
And then you can never. Exactly. Yeah.
And I'm very, very grateful for you. One of the reasons you're that third sponsor is that you decide to still record your audio on your side. You'll still get the gist of it. And we'll see how it goes.
This is a quote from one of my film school instructors was this. There's 3 things in life that I fear: God, the IRS, and forgetting to hit record.
Yep. So true. If I would have had a video recording of this, you could have just seen my face go in panic mode.
It was panic mode.
What just happened? But yeah, we're gonna get into our final thoughts and fun facts. But also, just as a reminder, I will add in the other voice memos from Dane and Lindsey after this podcast completes.
Yeah.
So stick around if you want to hear some more comedy between those two. And it's been a good one. So we still have until next week shirts available. If you want one, hit us up and we can work something out.
Samuel 14434.
Yes, $5 off at least 2 paddles from Friday Pickleball with that code. Dane's ministry support link is in the bio, and you only have a few more months to help him out there because then you will likely have a full-time job. Keep telling your friends if you enjoy the podcast. Leave us 5 stars, and please follow us on Spotify, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram, where you can also leave us a voice memo. And finally, thank you again for listening to episode 161 of the Until Next Week podcast.
I want you to buy me an iPad. Cool.
And I don't need to stop recording because it never started.
Woo!
The episode is not done just yet. Just like I mentioned, we do have a lot of voice memos from both Dane and Lindsey. We're going to start off with some updates from the week.
Okay, these are my updates of the week. Were my previous ones too boring for you?
What?
Were my previous updates too boring?
No, I just started thinking.
Okay.
I was like, you have to tell him what Judgmental Jake's new name is.
Oh, Dane asked me what I thought Judgmental Jake's new name should be, and I said Pukey Jake because he puked in my car. And I thought of some other names since I've known Jake since I was 11, but I don't think that they're appropriate for the pod, so I might share them off of airtime. Anyway, basically just been getting ready for Shepard's party, his birthday party this weekend, hosting people and just all this stuff to have his party and blah, 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 blah. So that's been pretty busy. But in the midst of that, the women's Bible study started this week. My church, the spring semester one, we're going through the second half of Exodus. And I got coffee with a girl from my church. Did a discipleship group with some girls that are seniors in college that I mentor, taking them through a book called Welcome to Adulting by Jonathan McCluda. It's good. They're getting ready to graduate, like I said, so that's been helpful. And then Sunday and Monday, we were supposed to have Bible study and have a couple over for dinner that we're mentoring for. They're engaged. But everyone is sick, so we didn't have any of those things. And then Dane showed up to my house on Thursday, uninvited, by the way. Yeah, uninvited, not invite him, but he just showed up here, and I've been feeding him.
Lindsey has 3 cats that live here.
I have 2 cats.
Millie, the Schmau, and Shepherd.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, so I've been feeding Dane. He's made me buy him Mountain Dew today. And
you're not thirsty.
Yeah, and he's been a real handful. So
Lindsey cheated at Monopoly.
No, I did not.
She took the money to the bathroom with
We
her.
did, yeah, because I couldn't trust you not to steal it.
I've never stolen anything.
Yeah, we haven't finished our Monopoly game last night that we started. It's me, Dane, and Daniel.
Lindsey is losing.
I wouldn't say I'm, we're rationally, I should lose, but I keep not losing. I keep landing on free parking.
She keeps escaping the jaws of death.
Yeah, that's true. All right, Dane, what are your updates of the week?
So we did our youth group for the first week, and it's a new curriculum and new spaces upstairs. And so I told the kids, I was like, listen, if you guys make a mess anywhere in these new offices, I will end you. And so I didn't say that because they would tell their parents and then I'd be in trouble. However,
Yeah, that sounds like a threat.
I said that in a very nice and like, hey, don't mess anything up kind of way. And legit, like 15 to 20 or maybe 10 6th-grade boys were like, we have to go to the potty and go bathroom.
Did they really call it the potty?
No, they were like, we have to go to the bathroom. One kid ran out of the room because another kid farted. I was like, oh my gosh.
That's so middle school.
I was like, you can't do that. You can't run out of the room.
Wait, I forgot that I subbed for a kindergarten class on Thursday.
No, you didn't.
It was terrible.
And then
I hate kindergarten.
I drove up here for Sheep's birthday party.
And I ran into you on the interstate.
Yep, we randomly drove past each other. By past each other, I mean like alongside each other on the way into Omaha. And also, Lindsay took away one of the gifts I gave Shepard.
I didn't take it away. Daniel did.
You took it away.
Daniel did.
I got him a gift, and I was like, wow, Shepard only turns one once. I want him to remember me via this gift. It was a foam ball that Shepard took a bite out of.
Yeah, he did. He did bite a chunk out of it, and Daniel had to dig it out of his mouth.
Yeah. That's the thing they don't tell you about babies is they're constantly trying to not continue living.
But the other gifts that Dane got Shepard was a alligator stuffed animal that he said looked like him.
It does look like him.
He got him a like life-size, well, like 8 times the size of a normal hamburger
The size of
pillow.
him. Size of a
Yeah,
small
like a
toddler.
baby-size hamburger pillow. Super random.
He needs it.
And then what was the other thing you got? The ball? But there's something else
I got him
too.
a ball. I also got him cat ears.
Oh yeah, he got like that little kid show Bluey, who Shepard doesn't know what that is. Got him some cat ears from Bluey. So we put them on him. He looks like a girl.
In case he wanted to be a cat now.
Daniel said absolutely not.
Yeah, Daniel's very toxically masculine. If you guys could write that in the comments, that would be really funny to read about Daniel.
Daniel doesn't even listen to this podcast.
No, but you'll read the comments to him and it'll be hilarious.
I'm not on Spotify, so I don't ever see comments
What?
or
We get
I
all
listen
kinds
on
of comments, bruv.
I listen on Apple Podcasts.
Boo, that's like the Android of music.
I feel like Spotify would be more Android.
Speaking of updates from the week, tell Samuel how he needs to quit the Android game.
Yeah, I just like feel like that's for illiterate people.
Okay, Lindsay, it's not for illiterate people. And you just should be glad that I didn't mute you for all that. But we're going to let you keep talking because even though this grinds my gears with the statement that you just made, I guess I'll let you guys also have some grind your gears time. So here we go.
Grinds my gears. What grinds my gears this week is this stupid snowpocalypse that's hitting
The entire world.
half of the country because it has kept the rest of my family from attending Shepard's birthday party.
It's only first birthday.
Yeah, which is sad. So my dad's not coming, my stepmom's not coming, my little brother Cole's not coming.
He said he has the flu, but he's a liar.
Yeah, I don't buy it, but yeah. And yeah. But Dane's here, unfortunately, so.
Lindsay makes me sleep in the dungeon, the basement.
Well, we don't have a guest bedroom, but we have an unfinished basement, and we put a bed down here.
Guess what? There's no walls.
What do you mean there's no walls?
This is basically outside.
It is really cold down
I feel
here.
like a coyote.
Like coyotes get shot.
That's what I'm talking about. There's a toilet that's not connected to anything.
Yeah,
I used it last night.
Okay, this actually also grinds my gears. Whoever, like, the people that own this duplex that Daniel and I live in this unfinished basement, they decided randomly that they wanted to finish the basement. And so they started putting in a bathroom. There's literally a whole sink, a toilet, and a bathtub. And then they just stopped and decided they didn't want to finish it anymore. So it's just there. Like, it's not functioning at all. So we just have that for literally no reason.
No reasons. I did use it last night whenever I had to go to the bathroom.
That's nasty.
So that's all we have to say about that. Lindsay's Grinder Gears is now done. Oh, hello. So,
You're stupid.
what grinds my gears is that Lindsay's making me sleep outside like a coyote. And also, it's -5 degrees here. pretty chilly no matter what happens. My legs are cold and my mustache is freezing.
It's cold, but it's been negative 43 here before when we lived here.
Yeah. If you grow hair on your face, it makes you warmer. But your neck, whenever you don't bring a shaver to the razor to the Great White North, it makes you feel like you're going to die. And then also, when your car is super ghetto and you drive up here, you're like, please make it. And then
Did it seem like it wasn't?
No, it's going to make it. But the thing that's problem with it, if it actually like fully breaks, my car will just like explode.
Oh.
And so, because like the axle that connects the wheels is what's cracked or broken. And so if that just snaps, I don't know what's going to happen. I'll probably die. Anyways, so.
And you're going to drive home in the snow.
Yeah, so tomorrow I'm going to drive home in the snow.
Just don't think
it's going to be
happen.
6 to 7 inches of snow.
Believe that
It is.
2025.
I can't make this up. That's how many inches of snow is going to be.
Annoying.
And so I'll be driving home in that. And
But I've been trying to talk him into staying and not even attempting it.
I don't know what you don't get about this. Not my decision.
I get it, but it's just not going to work out well.
I would rather die than take a Sunday off. Literally.
Wow. That sounds like an idol.
Literally. No, it's not an idol. It's a hassle is what it is. If it wasn't such a hassle, I'd be like, yeah, hey, can't make it.
Does it grind your gears that you're able to grow so much hair on your face but not your head?
Wow. What an ending by Lindsey. One last burns of the grind her gears. And now we got some very long sports talk segments for you. So buckle in, and I think they might play a game later on in this. So here we go.
Okay, Lindsey doesn't know anything about sports, so we're going to do sports talk together.
I know a little bit about sports.
Lindsey knows that you throw a football in the end zone, and it's worth 4 points.
I think I know more about sports than most women.
Yeah, probably.
Sure.
So, when we're recording this, we will not have seen the AFC and NFC championship games yet. Side note, congratulations to Allie Hoopy because her Indiana Hoosiers won the national championship. Also, Samuel just said that we can leave an unlimited long voice memo. So, on Instagram.
You're really asking for it.
I know. Here we go for 25 minutes.
Yeah.
So, congratulations to the Hoosiers. It was a lot better of a game than I thought it was going to be.
The Hoopy Hoosiers.
Anyway, so Sunday we have the AFC Championship game and the NFC Championship game. And in the AFC Championship game, we have the Broncos versus the the Patriots. There it is.
Who do you want to win?
In Denver.
They're playing in Denver.
In Denver, yes.
I thought that they couldn't play in their like hometown.
What? Doesn't make any sense.
Like in a playoff game, I thought you couldn't play like in your home stadium, like out of not having an advantage.
No.
Oh.
That's mostly the Super Bowl, unless
I knew that
the Super Bowl happens to be at home, which Tom Brady won his last Super Bowl in.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
So there's like 5 different places that they rotate between hosting the Super Bowl at, and it happened to be in the Tampa Bay Buccaneers Stadium the year Tom Brady last won the Super Bowl.
So was the location for the AFC Championship already predetermined before this happened?
No, it's just wherever the highest seed is.
Oh, okay.
So the 1 seed will always be at home.
Gotcha.
If they get eliminated, then the 2 seed, etc.
Yeah.
The highest seed always at home.
Okay, go.
So, Broncos versus the Pats. It's hard for me to justify a way that the Broncos can win, even though now that I say that, they're probably going to win. But Jared Stidham's going to be starting because Bo Nix broke his ankle on the second to last play of the game, which is crazy.
It's a cool name.
Bo Nix?
Yeah.
Well, you should have named your son that. Bo Nix Reed.
I really like the middle name Bo. Daniel doesn't.
What about just Nix? Nix Reed.
That sounds racist.
Nix Reed for 3.
Nix.
But, so who do I want to win? Probably the Broncos. I don't really care. All the teams I really wanted to lose have lost now, which is great. The Eagles. Who else did I not like? I don't know. I didn't like some other teams.
Doesn't AP like the Broncos?
Yeah, big Broncos fan.
He's probably really happy.
Officer Pierce. But I think Drake May and the Patriots are going to go in there, and they're probably going to win because they just have a huge quarterback discrepancy now between the quarterbacks. And I think the defense is probably about the same. I like the run game of the Patriots better. I like the coaching staff of the Patriots better. I like their execution better. And so I think the Patriots will get it done. I think the Broncos defense is good enough to keep them hanging around, but it'll legit be like 27-17 probably. Lindsey, who do you think is going to win the AFC Championship game?
I think the Broncos.
You don't know that.
Just a vibe.
Just a vibe. Vibe check.
Well, like I think that's what I would prefer, because I did like the Patriots when Tom Brady played for them, but now I don't really care. Who's their quarterback?
Who?
Patriots.
Drake May, number 2 overall pick out of North Kakalaka. This is his second year in the league.
Is he doing well?
Doing very well. He's either going to finish first or second in the MVP.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. So, I think they're gonna the Patriots going to win. You say the Broncos are going to win because of, quote, vibes. Do you know any other Bronco players other than Bo Nix?
If you name some of them, I'd probably know them. But
R.J. Harvey.
I don't think I know.
Cortland Sutton.
No.
Mike McGlinchey.
These aren't real people.
These are real people. I just named
terrible names.
Their running back, one of their wide receivers, their like left guard.
Anybody else?
Jared Stidham.
Oh, I know who that is.
He's their quarterback right now. You don't know who that is.
I've heard you say his name.
That's because I said it just a little bit ago. But yeah, so the Broncos, I don't think have any real chance other than if their defense pulls a rabbit out of a hat. So,
and they have the advantage of playing at home.
That's true. They do have a good home field advantage. So I'll give them that. But I still think Patriots win and go to Lay's Super Bowl. So now we need to break down the NFC Championship game. This is going to be an elite game. This is going to be oh my goodness, we need to get to the television game.
This is the Eagles and... No?
This is... Good news. Samuel's a liar. Apparently it's 5 minutes is the limit. So we just started breaking down the Seahawks and the Rams in the NFC Championship game. What were you saying?
I said I think that the Rams are going to win. That's Jared Goff's team, right?
No.
No?
He got traded like 3 years ago. He got traded to Detroit for Matthew Stafford. So it was
right.
Jared Goff and 2 first-round picks for Matthew Stafford, which honestly I'm like, dude, that's pretty... Like, I would probably take that deal. Matthew Stafford's amazing, but Jared Goff's not like a bum. He's like a B-plus quarterback. Or like a B. And then you get 2 firsts.
When I watched the quarterback documentary with him in it, I did not like him.
Well, he cussed a lot, which was crazy.
I didn't really notice that. I just thought he was very, like, entitled or whatever.
Well,
I like Joe Burrow.
Dang it. Well, Jared Goff, number 1 pick out of Cal in 2016 to the Rams.
Yeah, I remember him playing for
the St. Louis Rams.
No, the Los Angeles Rams.
It was the St. Louis Rams at the time. And
a long time ago.
So it's really interesting because it's Matthew Stafford versus Sam Darnold. That's the quarterback matchup. But the Seahawks defense is elite. Like, super, super good. Maybe not quite Legion of Boom elite, but like really, really good.
When was the last time the Seahawks were even this far into the playoffs?
They went to the Super Bowl in 2014.
So it's been 12 years.
Which is funny to say.
That's a considerable amount of time.
It is a considerable amount of time. But they've been there sooner than the Green Bay Packers have been.
Yeah, I don't know why you like the Packers, Samuel. It just feels really random.
Packers are bums.
You have family in Wisconsin.
Yeah, because Samuel smells like stinky boo-boo cheese.
Yeah, he looks like someone who would just kind of naturally smell.
And have an Android.
Okay, what? No one's gonna be listening this far anyway, but we'll finish off these voice memos.
Yeah, yeah. I think maybe I think that just because you said you have like hyperhidrosis, so I just imagine that you smell. And then also, since you were on the swim team, you guys were always like soaking wet, so I just feel like you smell like mildew.
Sorry that Lindsey is just eviscerating you right now.
Sorry.
That's crazy.
It's past my bedtime.
So I think the Rams have the quarterback advantage, and I would give them the wide receiver advantage too because they have Puka Nacua and Devontae Adams. The Seahawks have Sam Darnold, who's played really well, Jackson Smith and Jigba, who's played really, really well.
Njigba.
Don't be racist. You just call him JSN.
What?
And he's out of Ohio State. I really don't know. I like the running backs for the Rams better in Kyron Williams and Blake Corum. Defense-wise, like the Rams have a good defense, but not like the Seahawks defense. And honestly, it's in Seattle, which is a
that's cool.
a big advantage. And so I'm gonna take Seattle to win. It's really like I don't know. I can see it going either way. I don't feel confident in that, but I just think with the defense and being at home, their defense like gets after it, man.
This might sound crazy, but just thinking about like the state of Washington and just like how different the culture is in Oregon, Washington, all those places, it's weird to think that there's a football team.
Yeah.
Because that just does not seem like it would fit the vibe.
Well, there was a basketball team too, the Supersonics. There's a baseball team there. There's a hockey team there, the Seattle Kraken.
What baseball team? Seattle Mariners?
Mariners.
Oh, I thought maybe they were in Florida.
Seattle Mariners. And so
see, I can name weird.
You're thinking of Marlins.
Yeah,
Florida Marlins.
I can
Marlins,
name teams and mascots really well.
That's what you think.
Why don't you quiz me?
No.
Next.
This doesn't make any sense.
Quiz.
I don't know how to tell you a mascot.
No, like say a city and like for a sport, and I'll say the mascot.
Well, it just depends at the
What
same
sport?
time. What about Rangers?
Texas.
Wrong. New York Rangers is a hockey team.
Well, I told you to name the sport.
It's also a baseball team, the Texas Rangers. Grizzlies.
Are you doing basketball?
That one's basketball.
You can only do football or baseball.
Okay. You didn't say that.
But we need to do like consecutive baseball or consecutive football.
Vikings.
The Minnesota Vikings.
Minnesota Vikings. Lions.
Detroit.
Bears.
Chicago.
Packers.
Green Bay.
That's the entire NFC North. Let's see here. Razorbacks.
The Arkansas Razorbacks. That is college.
It's a football team.
We're talking about professional sports.
The Saints.
New Orleans.
The Buccaneers.
Tampa Bay.
The Falcons.
Atlanta.
The Panthers.
Can I have a hint?
East Coast.
I knew that. What's the name of the city start with?
C.
Carolina Panthers.
Carolina Panthers. But technically Charlotte, North Carolina. Patriots.
New England.
Miami.
Dolphins.
Bills.
Buffalo. Rip Josh Allen.
Not Josh Allen. Not the Josh Allen slander.
He seems nice.
Well, he's married to Haley Seinfeld.
Nobody cares.
The Jets.
The New York Jets.
That is the entire NFC East or AFC East. It's actually the New Jersey Nets.
I knew that.
They are not called the New Jersey Nets, but they play in New Jersey.
Yeah.
So they're a bunch of bums. The Commanders.
Washington.
That's Alvaro's team.
You mean the Redskins?
Whoa. Lindsay's been racist twice on here.
Sorry.
The Giants.
New York Giants.
New York Giants. Oh, hell, the New York Giants. Philadelphia.
Eagles.
Dallas.
Cowboys.
That's the NFC East now. The Texans.
Houston.
Houston Texans. The Titans.
Tennessee.
The Colts.
Indianapolis.
Hold on, I'm searching for the last AFC South team. In my head.
Why don't you just know this?
The Texans, the Colts. Ow. It's probably a really bad team.
Just keep naming teams.
I don't know. The Rams.
The Los Angeles Rams.
The Chargers.
That's in... They're not also in LA, are they?
They are also in LA. It was a trick
gonna
question.
say, yeah.
The 49ers.
San Francisco.
The Raiders.
This is kind of a trick question.
They are in... I don't know if I know where they're at.
They're in Las Vegas now.
Oh, that's
They were the
right.
Oakland Raiders. Well, they were the LA Raiders. Then they were the
So
Oakland Raiders.
California.
Then the Las Vegas Raiders.
When I think of the Raiders, I think of South Dakota. Don't know why.
Nope, that's not
Which
it.
I'm like, I know they don't have sports teams.
The Chiefs.
The who?
Chiefs.
Chefs?
The Chiefs.
Oh, Kansas City.
Wrong. It's the Kansas Chiefs.
Yeah, because they're losers.
The Steelers.
Pittsburgh,
The Ravens.
Baltimore,
The Bengals.
Cincinnati,
The Browns.
Cleveland.
That's the whole AFC North. Figured out the last AFC South team.
What is
The
it?
Jaguars.
They're in Florida, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
But a specific town. You have 18 seconds.
It's not Tallahassee.
Nope. 5.
Gosh, give me a hint.
J.
Jacksonville.
Jacksonville.
And that has been Sports Talk. If you've made it to the very end, here's me playing a couple more noises that Dane does not appreciate typically. So first we'll start with a little bit of Shepherd. And that's how I felt earlier when I did not click the record button on my side. But luckily, Joshua saved the day. And then finally, in the words of Dane,
I run the slowest mile.
and now that has been the Until Next Week podcast, episode 161. We'll be seeing you.